going to learn the target games. Games have become part of Filipino culture and one of the oldest forms of human social interaction. Games were important as cultural and bonding events and as teaching tools. The traditional Filipino games or the Larong Pinoy are very much alive in the Philippines. These are games commonly played by children, usually using native materials. Some games are played or held during town fiesta in provinces. These games of Filipino children include the following: Luksong Tinig, Batuhang Bola or Dodgeball, Tumbang Preso, and Palo Sebo, among others. Target games are games that involve the players in placing an object near or in the target to be able to get the highest possible score. The players must repel the object with accuracy and control to hit the target. The players should also know how to protect the object to prevent the other players from scoring. Target games involve different manipulative skills like throwing, tossing, rolling, catching, running, jumping, hopping, and stretching. Batuhang Bola. Children naturally love to play outdoor games. One of the most common games is Dodgeball. Batuhang Bola is the Filipino version of Dodgeball. It is a game that children usually play the most because it is very enjoyable and exciting. It really makes children active because it involves throwing, running, jumping, hopping, catching, and dodging, which kids really love. Must be done skillfully to have more fun in this game. Dodgeball or Batuhang Bola is a game in which players or two teams try to throw balls at each other while avoiding being hit. Dodgeball originated in Africa. It was played there for over 200 years ago. The original version of it is deadlier and more painful because instead of rubber balls, they use rocks or petrified matter. That version is played by African tribes to train them. These are the safety precautions before playing Batuhang Bola. Establish medical readiness, a self-reported health status, and free from any sickness. Proper clothing. Avoid clothing that is too tight or that restricts movement. For women, wear an exercise bra for sport. For men, consider an athletic supporter. Skills needed in the game: throwing, running, jumping, hopping, catching, and dodging. These are the mechanics of the game. To play Batuhang Bola, you must first gather two teams and get a ball. Players play in front of the end line. Each of them must have a space behind them 5 meters. When the player is out, they go and play behind the other team. In order to get back in, they have to hit an opponent. The first team should stand in the middle of the court, while the second team should be divided into two and should stand at both sides of the first team. The second team should hit the players of the first team. If the second team could hit the player in the first team, the player is out. If that player catches a ball, his team will gain a life and can be used to revive another player or be used to continue to play on if the ball hits him or her. The team will win if it hit all the players and none of the players are left. The following are the rules of Batuhang Bola. Toss coin will decide who will be the offensive team or defensive team. Teams will be playing a 30-minute game with teams exchanging position as offensive and defensive teams every 5 minutes or until a team scores 5 points. There will be a 5-minute half-time break. Offensive team will place 1 player each on the shooter S position and 2 players on assist A position behind the shooter. Shooters are only allowed to throw the ball at the defensive player behind the line on the base of the triangle, which is the designated throw area. are not allowed to throw the ball at the defectors. Defensive team will field 5 players in the same court as deflectors. Deflectors will try to avoid getting hit with the offensive team shooters until the 5-minute time limit expires. Teams will be given 2 to 3-minute timeout each half of game play. Substitution can only be done on dead ball situations. You have learned the nature and background of target games. You also learned about the rules and mechanics of the games Batuhang Bola or Dodgeball. Now, you will learn more about the different skills in playing Batuhang Bola or Dodgeball. These are the safety precautions in playing Batuhang Bola. First, warm up prior to exercise. Breathing exercise. Neck bending. Shoulder rotation. Arms circling. Hip bending. Calf knee bend. Foot rotation and breathing exercise. Second, encourage the throwing player to aim for dodgers' bodies, not their heads. Third, hitting the head is not allowed. Fourth, never hit intentionally the players. Make sure the dodgeball itself is malleable and lightweight. Uphold sportsmanship during the game. Cool down after the game. Walk for 25 minutes. Drink 1 glass of water and massage your arms and legs. Congratulations for making it out Batuhang Bola. Today, you will be learning a new type of target game called Bang Preso. Or knock down the prisoner, also known as tumbalata or knock down the can, or batolata, hit the can with a stone, is a traditional Filipino children's game. This is a very common game among the youth all over the country, played in backyards, parks, or even in side streets. For the purpose of making the game enjoyable and exciting, the composition of players should not be more than 9. 1 player guards the field can or the it, while the others stay behind the goal line with their pamato. The objective is for the players to hit and knock down the milk can with the pamato, and for it to put back the can inside a small circle a few meters away from the goal line. When the player is tagged while recovering their pamato, they become the it. Without these items, it will be not considered as tumbang preso. You need these items such as an it, 2 or more players, a rectangular field, a can, a pair of slippers or a piece of flat stone as a pamato, and a chalk or any marking tool for lines and indicators. The mechanics of tumbang preso are somewhat similar to that on the rock. And it is the one guard team can is chosen by throwing the pamato to the goal line by all the players. Whoever's pamato is farthest from the goal line is the it. The hitters will get ready at the back of the goal line and add the signal from the game starts. The pamato must be retrieved immediately once the can is knocked down. The it will start putting it up inside the circle. The one tag becomes the it. When the can is hit, it falls outside the circle but remains standing. The it has the right to tag the hitter once the hitter leaves the goal line. The can may be kicked or knocked down under when it is outside the circle. If a hitter is not able to retrieve his or her left. If a hitter is not able to retrieve his or her pamato, the others can save him or her by hitting the can. You have learned about the mechanics of tumbang preso and the safety precautions before the game. You also learned how to play the game. Now, you will have to learn more about the skills involved in playing tumbang preso. Skills needed in the game: throwing, running, jumping, dodging, catching, hopping, and tossing. And these are the safety precautions during playing bang preso. Warm up prior to exercise. Breathing exercise. Neck bending. Shoulder rotation. Arms circling. Hip bending. Half knee bend. Foot rotation and breathing exercise. The group should hit the can simultaneously. Only hit the can, not the game, nor other people involved in the game. Never hit intentionally the one who is guarding the can. Use only the appropriate and prescribed materials for the game. The empty can and the sleepers are the flip-flops. Next, not be too physical, especially during the dining phase or after the empty can and snack down. Uphold sportsmanship during the game. Cool down after the workout. Walk for 3 to 5 minutes. Drink 1 glass of water. And massage your arms and legs. To increase your physical activities performance, make it part of your daily routine and choose activities that you really enjoy. And by doing some activities, the most important thing to remember is to have fun. Thanks for watching!